Hi, Russell Stratton from Blue Gem Learning here. One of the things I've been considering recently with some of the work I've been doing with some of my clients, very much focused in the arena of performance management. And one of the issues that's come up is how effective is the current appraisal system that people use in their organisation compared to how effective they would like it to be and what benefits it could really bring. I've been doing a series of workshops on performance management, coaching, employee development, how to get the best out of people, that type of thing. And one of the first questions I ask the group is typically, how effective is your appraisal system at improving performance? Interestingly, about 70 to 80% of each group that I ask consider that the appraisal system that they use in their organisation is not very effective at actually improving performance. And yet, the appraisal system is a cornerstone of the performance management process. And when I ask people why this is, the answers are pretty typical. What they feel is it's very process driven, particularly coming out from our colleagues in HR. We will do a quarterly appraisal. We will have a review with every member of staff, say every 3 months. We will look at their objectives and their success or failure. We will do a competence review, an assessment with them every 3 months. Now, one gentleman was telling me that in his team, in his organisation, individuals had up to 80 competencies that were supposed to be assessed every 3 months. So I'll let you think about that. 80 competencies to be assessed every 3 months, 9 people in his team. As I said to him, I'm surprised he had time to do anything else with his day other than prepare and then carry out these competency reviews. And this was a classic example of what we've done is make things more complicated for frontline managers than they actually need to be. Now, the flip side of this reminded me of some research I did back in 2013. And I was talking to companies about their performance management systems and specifically around appraisal. And I was talking to a CEO of a company that ran a suite of virtual offices, very similar to the Regis business model that people may be familiar with. And I asked him what performance management process they had and how did they do appraisals. And he looked at me quite quizzically. He said, well, we don't have a performance management process. Well, we have about 50, 60 staff, but there's no performance management. So I said to him, well, how do you manage people's performance if there's no performance management process? He said, well, what we do, let me tell you what we do. So I said, okay, off he went. And this is what he told me. Every week, the supervisor or manager would sit down with their immediate team and they would discuss what issues people had from a work perspective, what had gone well the previous week, what they were planning on doing the week that they were actually in, what objectives they had, what outcomes we were working towards, what help they needed. And this was done informally every week over coffee, typically on the first thing on a Monday morning. And I said to him, but that is a performance management system. And he said, well, I suppose it is, but the key to us is it's driven by the employee and their manager. It's an informal conversation that we discuss progress and aims and objectives for the coming week. It's an opportunity to offer support, guidance and training. It wasn't something formal that was driven by their HR team. It was driven by the managers and their employees in operations. And I think this was one of the key differentiators that I saw between success and failure. Were the performance management systems that we put in place driven by operations to help operations improve, or were they driven by HR and focused on process and for the needs of what HR needed from a corporate governance point of view? Now, I know in saying that I may upset one or two of my colleagues in HR. I'm not intending to do that, but to get them to think about, are we really making the most out of the appraisal system that we have? Or are appraisals dead and instead it's long live the conversation. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, gave you some food for thought. Please feel free to share this with as many people as you like. Press the like button below, put your comments in. I'd love to hear what you think. Remember, if you like this content, you like what I've got to say and want to find out more, please visit my website at www.bluegemlearning.com and find out about some of the work that I do and how I may be able to help a company like yours.